how safe is Equipoise, aka Boldenone, aka EQ? Is it actually safe like everyone says? I'm going to show you. So here's the one that really sticks out the most to me, which is liver toxicity. So if you look at this study, and I'm not going to go into it in too much detail, but essentially what it's saying is testosterone at 140 milligrams a week is essentially no liver toxicity. We know this. This is a very safe clinical dosage, and this is what I would tell most people to take, somewhere in the 150 to 200 milligram range. No liver toxicity, great. Primobolan, 140 milligrams a week, slightly toxic, which is why it's a great idea to combine primobolan and testosterone if that's something you're going to do. Now, Boldenone at just 12.5 milligrams a week was more than slightly toxic. Okay, so we don't even know how toxic it could be at the dosages you guys are probably taking. 600 milligrams a week, 800 milligrams a week. I mean, come on, the liver toxicity, it's going to be there, and it's not going to show up on blood work immediately due to the long half-life, okay? Now here's the big one and probably the worst side effect of Boldenone in general, which is the neurotoxicity, okay? Boldenone disrupts GABA signaling in the brain. Everyone should know about GABA. You know, it's your alpha brain waves. It helps you relax and focus and chill out. That's why if you take like a GABA supplement before bed or before like a big meeting or something that might stress you out, it's going to chill you out and help you relax and just settle down. But the problem is when you take EQ, your nervous system, it just goes into overdrive, okay? And it disrupts this whole GABA signaling system. So you're just going to be super stressed out. You're going to have some crazy anxiety. People talk about the anxiety they get with Boldenone and they don't really understand it. And they blame it on estrogen or lack of estrogen, all this stuff. No, man, it's just literally screwing stuff up in your brain. Like, I've read stuff on the forums just from the few minutes I went into it about horses that take GABA and how much it messes them up with anxiety. So if you have any type of issue with anxiety, stress, depression, anything, any kind of mental health issues, I would stay far, far, far away from Equipoise, all right? Because it will definitely have an effect on it. And I'm just telling you right now, please listen to me. Do not take it. Do not take it if you have any kind of anxiety or mental health issues. It's not worth it, man. So going back to this. So what are some actual possible uses for it? So Equipoise is going to increase your oxygen level, your red blood cell count, hematocrit, all that stuff. So marathons, cycling, long distance events, anything that needs to increase your aerobic performance, okay? So those are the first things. Increases oxygen. So those are the things that come to mind. It definitely increases aggression. It's seen in horses, and that is sort of an anxiety type of aggression. So any kind of uses with that, that's when someone would want to use it. And obviously the lower the dose, the better. And then I guess for bodybuilding purposes, you know, if you're someone that's to the point where you're taking 2.5 grams of stuff a week and you're just literally pinning steroids every day, yeah, why not? Screw it. Throw in some Equipoise, because it's as far as pinning stuff, it's literally a liquid when it's made. So it's not going to cause any kind of injection pain. So you might as well just throw it in there if you're really just effing stuff up. Throw it on into the equation, right? Now, these are the key takeaways. Pause this, remember it, and just remember, like, the evidence is there for Equipoise. It's neurotoxic, liver toxic, kidney toxic. It increases hematocrit to dangerous levels, okay? Bodybuilding dosages have not been studied, but the dosages we do have, 12.5 milligrams, come on, it looks terrible compared to the bodybuilding dosages we take. Now, if you are going to take it, please donate blood. At least get some blood work and see that I'm not lying to you. If you're taking real Equipoise, your hematocrit is going to be high. Okay, donate some blood, please, and monitor your blood pressure consistently. That's something you need to be doing anyway, but especially on Equipoise. Now, some things you can take, and it's not like this is going to fix the problem, but an ARB is great. IP6, that's going to help your issues. Fish oil, aspirin, nattokinase, anything that's going to thin the blood and help with that stress level of the thickening of the blood. Nattokinase, that's going to help with any kind of blood clots. And look, this stuff is not going to just completely take care of the issue, but if you're going to take Equipoise, at least throw this stuff in to help a little bit and ease your mind with some of the stuff going on. The big point, it's a freaking horse steroid given to a 1,500 pound horse at 750 milligrams every 3 weeks. That's equivalent to a 250-pound man taking 42 milligrams per week. And none of y'all idiots are taking 42 milligrams a week. You're taking 600, 800, 1,000 milligrams a week. I've taken plenty before myself, and the blood work was very evident that it was doing something wrong. Like, it's very clear. Okay, and the thing is, we don't fully understand the metabolites of it in humans because it's not even safe enough to study in humans. So we're not going to know what the metabolites are even doing, okay? And everyone's going to have different effects from Boldenone. We don't fully understand it, right? So don't be fooled because of its long half-life, okay? And if you have difficulty noticing acute side effects, it's not like you take it on Monday and you're going to see side effects on Wednesday. These side effects creep up on you. They're not just going to become immediate. It's going to take time before you see them come into play. And just remember, when you see the side effects, it takes 70 days for Equipoise to leave your system. So those side effects, guess what? It's going to take 70 days for those to leave your system as well. So you have to remember that anytime you see a side effect from a steroid, it's not like the next day it's just going to go away. It's going to go away when it's completely out of your system and based on the half-life of that drug. See my other video on how to look at the half-life. So that's all I got to say about Equipoise. I'm not saying don't ever use it. I'm never going to tell you one way or another, but I do want to give you the information at hand so that you can make an educated decision yourself. Is it really worth taking Equipoise with all of these issues going on when you have a multitude of human-approved drugs that you can take at clinical dosages, even get a prescription for, like nandrolone, testosterone, primobolan, masteron, and they all build muscle and will help you reach your goals? Just think about it logically, okay? If you enjoyed this video and you want to see some more videos that kind of go into in-depth studies and things like that and get my take on some drugs, leave a comment down below. I'd be more than happy to tell you what I think. And remember, I'm not a doctor. I'm not a registered dietitian. Nothing. I'm just a dude on the internet. That's it. Okay? Thanks.